What do I say?
This is gonna be fun.
Hi, how's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So this is Andrew Price, otherwise known as BlenderGuru. I've mentioned it like once or twice in a video that my brother is also a YouTuber, but I never said like which one or what he does.
You kept it a secret?
I did. Well, I mean, I didn't keep it a secret. I just didn't talk about it much.
Oh.
Yeah. So for someone who doesn't know anything about like 3D design or 3D animation or anything like that, can you roughly describe what is Blender do?
Sure, yeah, I'll explain what I do. So, my channel is called BlenderGuru. Contrary to how it sounds, I don't make smoothies, which is everyone's first guess. Blender is the name of this 3D software, which is open source, so it's free. Anyone can download and use it. And I started learning it when I was in high school, and I thought, this is fun, I'll just start making tutorials. So I would do like a topic like grass, like how to make grass, like a field, so you could make computer-generated graphs. And then it built up this this following on my website, and then I started releasing, like I wrote a little ebook, and I sold that, and then it became like a full-time job, like I could support myself doing it. And yeah, I started 10 years ago.
On YouTube 10 years ago?
It was actually Vimeo.
Oh, wait, was this before YouTube?
No, well,
so YouTube was around, but it was like YouTube or Vimeo, like at that time?
Well, no, it was actually YouTube had a 10-minute limit. Yeah.
Ah, that's right.
Now it's reversed, where you have to have a video over 10 minutes. Back then, you couldn't have one over.
I remember that. Yeah.
All my videos used to be like 30 minutes long, so I could never upload to YouTube. Yeah.
I feel like Vimeo is like the hipsters version of YouTube. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's like when you meet that guy that's like, I like vinyl because it's purer.
Yeah.
I like Vimeo because it's better quality. It is better, but I mean, you can tell actually the quality.
Yeah.
Like if you want to upload a short film that was like artsy, shot with an ARRI or a lecture, and you wanted to actually show someone the quality of it, you would put it on Vimeo. However, if you actually wanted to get watched, you would put it on YouTube.
Right. So when you started YouTube, what year was that?
2011? 12?
That was after I finished high school.
I think so, yeah. Well, Vimeo I started 2008.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you, like, what made you want to start making tutorials? Or was it, like, were you, like, uploading photos to something and then someone was like, can you make a tutorial about that? Or it was just like, I want to show people how to make this, or you want to help people?
Yeah, like, I always wanted to do 3D animation as a job, and I was working as, like, a debt collector.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Toyota.
Yeah, Toyota. Oh, that's right.
And previous to that, I had even... Well, actually, Toyota one actually wasn't bad. It was the other jobs I had before that, which were, like, forklift driver, laborer. It was the sort of job where you just need 2 arms and 2 legs to do it. And I would, like, call up a 3D studio, and I was like, you got any work? And
like, no, really?
No. I had the phone book out back in the day, kids. We had
a phone book. Hey.
Yeah. I think I even advertised myself. I had like a little website, and I called myself a freelancer. And nobody, of course, knew who I was.
Right.
I didn't get any work.
Right. So
but I thought,
have a portfolio somewhere.
If I just make a tutorial, somebody's bound to see that tutorial, and then they will contact me for work.
Ah.
And it did actually work. Like I asked, after I uploaded stuff, I got work coming in.
Right.
And I did one job, which was for, I shouldn't say their name, but it was for a TV commercial.
Oh, cool.
And it was horrible. I hated it.
Oh.
It was the worst. I think it's the only freelance job I've ever done, and I hated it because I realized the one thing that I enjoyed about doing 3D was that I was my own boss.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. It's like if you were like into oil paintings, you just made like beautiful landscapes because that was your love and your craft. And then suddenly somebody's like, oh, can you oil paint this Coke commercial poster or something? It would just be like, and then they're like, oh, you got to change that. We can't have that bit in there. I don't like this bit. And then you just go, oh.
I suppose that's the hard part about like employing artists to do something for another company, because the whole thing about being an artist is the art, and that has to come from you, kind of thing, like your own creativity.
That's what separates like an amateur from a professional. Is that professionals understand that it's not their work, and it's the most important thing. Like the client is all that matters for the job. And that everyone complains about that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they want me to do. They got their aunt to come in and give me feedback on my own drawing, and I hate that. Well, it's like, but if that's what they want to do,
right?
They're paying the bill. You shouldn't put every item in your portfolio.
Exactly.
You would do it, and sometimes you can even charge more money. Like if they want a revision and it's way past what you've already revised, you can go, I'm going to charge you an exorbitant amount of money. and I'm never going to put it in my portfolio. That's just what you do.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I mean, you got to pay the bills, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Just be an artist.
When you started doing YouTube, how long did it take before you like thought like, oh, I'm actually gaining a substantial following?
I don't even think a subscriber count even it's not like the metric that it is today.
Yeah.
I think I was at like 200 and something thousand, 300,000 subscribers, and then somebody was like, "Where's your plaque?" I was like, "What's what plaque?"
What's a plaque?
And apparently, once you hit 100,000 subscribers, YouTube will send you this plaque, which will no doubt be in her video soon. Well, yeah, and I was like, "Wait, YouTube would waste money on this plaque to send it to me?" What? And I thought, like, oh, this must be a reasonably successful channel then.
You got 300K
Yeah.
before you realized that?
Like, Vimeo didn't have like a following. I mean, maybe it did, I don't know. But it just didn't mean anything. It was I always thought it was like views and comments or, something like that. I do remember when I came back from Korea, it was different. Like when I met people and I told them about my channel, like other Blender users. I told them about them and they were just like nervous talking to me. And that was the first time anyone had ever been nervous around me. I was like, whoa, this is kind of weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
You automatically have this kind of like social status, I guess.
I didn't even turn on ads until this year. It was at the end of last year, something like that. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. And then I turned it on and it was, I don't know, $20,000 a year or something like that.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's free money.
Like, sweet, I'd do anything for that.
Yeah, I heard something like 3 out of 5 UK children want to be YouTubers. That's their career ambition.
Oh, man.
And it wasn't even a thing like 10 years ago. It didn't have a name. I guess it's because when you're that age, entertainment is all you know.
That's true, because when I was a kid, I just wanted to be a movie star because I watched movies.
Did you?
Yeah.
I know you want to be a movie star.
Yeah.
What happened to that dream?
No, I'm still working on it.
The movie studio says...
No, it's not really like my main goal anymore, but it was when I was a kid, for sure. I wanted to be like Lizzie McGuire. Hilary Duff. I was obsessed with Hilary Duff.
I remember that. You had her on the wall.
I did. She was on the wall. She made it on the wall.
Hilary Duff.
Yeah, back in the day. But yeah, I guess it's
what
like...
happened to Hilary Duff?
She's still going. I saw her on a like a Facebook cooking series.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Hilary Duff. She's back in the game.
She's on YouTube. Did she step down?
Yeah, a bit of a step down.
Yeah.
Oh no, Will Smith is on YouTube now, so can't be that much of a step down.
Yeah, what's he doing on YouTube?
He's making vlogs.
Is he?
Yeah.
Vlogs?
He's vlogging. Will Smith is vlogging.
Is he? How is he retaining his down-to-earth persona when his lifestyle is
He's like super high energy, like very motivational. He's kind of like Gary Vee in that way.
Right.
He's just like, you gotta go and get it. You gotta. I don't watch his videos, but I know that he's kind of his personality's a bit like that.
Right.
I have a little book of questions. This is my YouTube book.
Oh, YouTube book.
It's because I have another book that looks exactly the same.
These better be good questions. I'm gonna shoot him down.
All right. When did you realize it was time to do something more than videos on YouTube? Like, when did you realize you wanted to like kind of turn it into a business?
Yeah, so YouTube isn't my real source of income. It's this.
Right, that's right. Yeah,
What's
you
on the
only
shirt?
explained like half of it.
Polygon. My channel's called BlendedGuru, and I started like making products. So I made an ebook, and that was the first thing that made me money, so that I could do it as a full-time job. And then I started making other products. So I made this one called the Nature Academy, which was like a video training course on how to make nature, like trees.
Just take photos of rocks and
yeah, exactly. And then I made a bunch of other little products. I would sell them on my website called BlendedGuru. Yeah, like the products would be maybe like $50 or $200. It'd be one-off purchase. I mean, it would always hit like a baseline of daily sales, so I was always making money. But it was like this spike, and it was sort of inconsistent.
Yeah.
So I was employing other people at this time to actually make the content. And when it's by yourself, it's very easy to keep track of money, because it's like, what's my rent? What am I expecting? Oh, this stuff. Okay, so it's by yourself, you're just like managing your own expenses. Pretty easy to keep track of. When you're employing other people, it's like, okay, so they're developing the next product. So I had them like making models, which are like digital 3D models. And then things would take longer than you expect. Things always take longer than you expect. And so expenses would stretch. And suddenly you're at the point where you're running out of cash and you got to release this thing so you can start making money. So then you release this thing, you get a big spike. And by big spike, I mean like it could be like $200,000 in like the first week or something like that. But then again, like that has to last me for a year.
Right.
And not just me, but the 4 or 5 other people that I'm now employing. So I thought, let's fix this whole problem and make a new website called Polygon. So Polygon is a subscription site. So you sign up, you subscribe to the site, it's like $24 a month.
Subscriptions is where it's at.
Subscriptions where it's at, and then you basically get access to our library of textures. And you pay us $24 a month, but our library is about thousands of assets. So the idea is you're an artist, you would subscribe to us so that you can just do your work. You don't have to worry about textures anymore. And it means that we have a regular income, which we know exactly how much we're going to make in a month.
True.
Which means it's very easy to keep employees on, because if the subscribership was to drop down or something, then I would know, all right, fire somebody. Brutal, but that's it's business, right?
Yeah.
When Pizza Hut sales go down, they fire people.
Yeah, true.
When your bank balance, the listener, goes down, you buy less novelty items.
Right.
Everybody does it. Polygon let me track the whole market because it works with 3ds Max and all 3D software, as well as be subscriber based. And that is now where we make the very big brunt of our income. YouTube is probably not even 1% maybe of the earnings.
So how much time in a week do you think you would spend making stuff for YouTube?
Not enough. What I use YouTube for is not for the income of YouTube. I use it as
like
a lead generator for Polygon. Because in my tutorials, to build something, you have to use textures. And so I would reference Polygon in those tutorials. So essentially, I don't really need the adverts on it. It's just like a bit of extra free cash, which I don't care about. It's more so that people click on the video because they want to watch it, and then through that, maybe, I don't know, 1%, 0.1% from watching my video would sign up to Polygon because they're like, oh, let's check out this site. Oh, it's,
Did you ever get like people getting angry at you because you weren't making videos like you used to, or like you're just a businessman now kind of thing? Yeah.
I'm sure some of the people watching this maybe even think that way.
Hey.
Okay, so it's like to create something, it costs time. And time has an inherent value. So therefore, creating something costs me money. In essential way, because I could use that. I mean, I could work at McDonald's for $20 an hour. That's, I mean, as a baseline, that's sort of what you could earn for your time. Asking for somebody to make more content is asking you to spend more money. It's like if every day you walked out on the road and there was a guy out there, he would just give you, I don't know, a free ice cream. He had an ice cream stall or something. He was just like a good guy. He was like, hey, ice cream for you, ice cream for you. Everybody gets ice cream. And then one day he just wasn't there. And then there's people there with like protest signs going, bring back the ice cream, bring back the ice cream.
That's a great analogy. That's very true.
And then, but it would be like to more appropriate to YouTube. It's like, you've changed, man. You used to be cool. You used to be for the community.
Yeah.
And now all you want is money.
Wow, that's so true.
What happened to our ice cream? But having said that, I mean, that's all they know you for as well. That's so it's not, you can't say like, oh, you don't owe them anything. Because, well, yeah, you don't owe them anything. You can just drop off the face of the earth and do whatever you want. But at the same time, that's all that they know you for. So it's not like you should be asking them to love you for doing nothing.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
What is the biggest challenge you came across while making YouTube videos?
Biggest challenge?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, that's probably the latest thing that I discovered is like, I started branching off and just doing different content. So I did interviews I went to Los Angeles.
Kind of like this video.
This is a branch off.
This is a bit of a branch off.
This could be a horrible video.
I know.
This could be your worst performing
of my channel.
Yeah. Who wants to watch a video about your brother? So I went to Los Angeles to shoot an interview series with people that work in Los Angeles at like big studios, like Disney or Pixar or whatever, and I would interview them first face to face. And I spent all this money on a film crew. Like, well, it was 2 guys. It was a crew. It was 2 guys, and they had to hire all the gear. They had lighting, brought it around to every interview. And it was like an hour to set it up and break it down. It was back-breaking work.
Wow.
And that was to get it to look like high production value. So it's like something that you would see on a.
It did look really legit.
It does look nice. Yeah. Like the shots look. I mean, the guy knows what he's doing. YouTube, they don't care. I mean, why would you care? It's audio. The whole value from the video isn't. Like, oh, I'm going to keep watching because these shots look amazing. Right?
That's a good point.
You watch because you want to learn something, which is the point of the interviews. And the other thing is that it kind of makes all the lighting makes it less authentic.
Yeah, I think that's one thing as well that Yoshi and I have talked a lot about, is that like if the thumbnail and the content in it looks too like, and yes, today we're going to start our program, or like if the thumbnail looks too professional and like professionally lit and everything, they think that it's basically like a TV show on YouTube kind of thing, which is not what you go to YouTube for. You go to YouTube for like authenticity and like real chats between brother and sister, hopefully. How do you go about dealing with hate on YouTube?
I don't really get them.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately.
But how would you advise other people deal with hate comments, like on YouTube or?
There's a great presentation by Tim Ferriss, actually. An old one, and it was. I'll give the link to you so you can put it in the description.
Oh yeah.
Basically, he discovered that the United States Air Force actually has a flowchart for how to deal with negative comments online.
Really?
Yeah. If what somebody is saying, they're making noise but nobody's paying attention to them, do not respond.
Right.
By responding to it, you're fueling the discussion, and it brings more attention to it. If somebody is responding to something and it is getting attention, then what you want to do is you want to respond to it in various different ways.
Right.
I would totally disagree with deleting comments. I think it's dumb, and people can see through it pretty clearly nowadays.
Yeah, especially if someone's like, hey, I posted a negative comment and it was deleted, he's censoring me. That looks even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and the one advice that he has used, Tim Ferriss uses, which I've adopted myself, and I think it's worked well for me so far, is users are allowed to attack me. You can attack me all you want. You're not allowed to attack each other. So if somebody calls somebody else an idiot, don't ask such a dumb effing question. Yeah. I would delete it. Because it just sort of breeds, if you let that kind of thing fly, it could, like with the broken window theory, if in a neighborhood, if there's one broken window and you let that sit, it's going to inspire other broken windows.
Right. True.
Right, and then it just becomes a ghetto.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't want that.
Where do you see the future of your business?
No, that's a question I'm struggling with at the moment. I mean, years ago I wanted a passive income business, and I wanted to like retire and just sit on a beach as everyone does, right? But then I discovered that actually I wouldn't be happy if I did that. Yeah. Because I do actually enjoy creating things, and that's kind of actually where I feel most happy and excited, is when I'm thinking of a new thing to make, and I get really, it's like a puzzle trying to figure out how to make it work. So what would be my goal? Actually, from like going to Disneyland these last couple of days, I'm thinking like, man, there's a lot of money to be made in stories. Oh, right. Short films. Oh, there is so much money made in stories. Video games. And it's just like, you do this thing once, and then that's your, they call it IP, intellectual property. And that's yours forever. So I mean, but there's so many bad movies. So how do you not become one of them? And it's like, even, Disney messes it up. We talked about Tomorrowland. The George Clooney thing. They must be gutted that didn't reboot properly. Or Pete's Dragon. Oh, Pete's Dragon. That came along on the float, and I was like, what is that? And she's like, it's Pete's Dragon. What is Pete's Dragon? Oh, Pete's Dragon. No? Nope. You could spend your entire life building Pete's Dragon. Oh, that would be heartbreaking as well. Like all of your hours. It's like a YouTube video that doesn't hit as well as you want it to, but like maximized by 1,000. I mean, but that's a totally different business model. Right. I have no. I mean, I could be a voice actor if you want. Yeah? Yeah, I'll do it. If I want to sound like a slightly higher pitched, like a Australian voice. Hey, I can do an alright American accent. Can you? Let's hear it. Okay. say the name of your next question, but in an American accent. Alright. Do you have a favorite book that's been influential in the that's been influential in the work that you make? That's actually pretty good. Yeah. I really like that. Okay, cool. It's a bit Valley Girl, but you read a lot, so I feel like you probably got a whole list of them. For business, right? The E-Myth. I recommend that book to people who are creators or creative people, and they've done well as themselves, and now they need to hire other people to make it a business. Ooh, I will read that. And lately, actually, like if you wondering like whether you should, how much of yourself to put out there, how to make content which is actually interesting to listen to, the book that I recommended to you the other day, On Writing Well. On Writing Well. Okay. It's just perfect for what we do. Like creates. It's like forming ideas into a way which people want to read, or in this case, listen to or watch, and also how to be like. It sort of gives you permission to be authentic,
right,
and be yourself, even if it means disagreeing with other people.
Yeah.
Because that's what people want to read in terms of writing.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to read the boring, bland fluff, which is in most articles.
Yeah.
They want to read something which is from a person.
It's in most of my videos. And do you have any favorite YouTube channels?
I guess one that's maybe accessible to your audience, but is also one I enjoy. Captain Disillusion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's a guy who does like VFX, like hoax breakdowns, like a UFO video, and he explains like why it's fake. It's very entertaining, very weird, meta kind of.
I feel like I'd like his
humor.
stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson. Oh,
Yeah, that's like good comedy sketch.
Excellent.
There's an Australian one, Auntie Donna,
Oh,
that do comedy sketches.
that's excellent.
I met them at
Australian.
VidCon. I just listen to a lot of comedy.
Right. And do you have any advice for other YouTubers or people trying to make it? Or do you have advice for me?
For you?
Yeah.
Right. I was thinking about this when I was at VidCon, because I noticed at VidCon Melbourne, a lot of people there, all they cared about was a subscriber count and just getting bigger. And I think that's important, obviously. You want to make stuff that people watch. However, if you go down that path and that's all you pay attention to, you're going to make things which will harm you in the long term. To use it in a business sense, they say that if you follow A/B testing, which is like you put 2 pages up and you see which one performs the best,
Right.
depending on the number of clicks or whatever, and then you take that and then you do another A/B test and another and another and another.
Right.
If you just follow that, you'll end up doing porn. Because it always
not
works.
wrong.
If that's all you're known for, then that's all people are gonna want from you. It's not like you could like say, oh, I'm just gonna do this like tacky, edgy drama prank videos now, but in the future I'm gonna be a serious YouTuber.
Right,
It's
right,
not
right,
gonna
right,
work.
right. You have to make the thing that you want to be right
Exactly.
now.
Exactly. You
Okay.
have to build that audience from the start. Like just following subscriber count, just trying to get big, can really put you in hot water.
Right.
And I don't think people realize that. And I don't think people even have an idea of what they want to do. They just want to be famous, or people.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard a good analogy once. Someone said if you want to be able to do 10 pull-ups in a row, don't do a whole bunch of other exercises that's going to make you better at doing the 10 pull-ups. Just work on pull-ups. Just do the pull-ups, because eventually you'll get there. Rather than like, oh, I'm going to work on this exercise to do this and this and this. Just do the pull-ups. So like if you want to be known for one thing, do the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot out of this conversation, and I hope that the viewers back at home, I hope that you really enjoyed this conversation as well. Yeah, we said before, it's not normally what I make. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching, hello, I usually make travel videos. Very different to this kind of video.
Yeah, the ancient art of vegan sushi. That was a video.
My
of
best
hers.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually make travel videos, and I'm here living in Japan, so I make videos about living abroad in Japan and what that's like. So if you're interested in that, go and check out some of my other stuff, and then maybe subscribe if you want. Go and check out Andrew's channel, obviously, and your business, Polygon.
Polygon.
Is
Mostly, if you're interested in 3D, if you want to make like video games, or you want to learn animation like Pixar or that kind of thing, if that's something you're interested in, I've got a beginner series, which is like, nothing about 3D. Where would you get started? So I talk about like all the different software choices, and then we get started using Blender, which is free. So it's a 10-part series, and it's completely free, and it's all on YouTube. So, and you get to learn how to make a donut.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's your famous
3D
one.
donut.
3D donut.
Yep,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, so go and check out my brother's channel,
BlendedGuru.
BlendedGuru. And yeah, thank you for letting me interview you.
Yeah.
So we.
And now you can put a video over the top of my face of what to click next.
Oh yes, I can.
Yeah, right there and one there as well.
Wait, can we get close to the screen so we can do a thumbnail?
Alright.
Alright, yeah, sounds good. Woohoo! Yeah.
Well, that was good.
Yeah. Yeah, that worked out really well.